If you are a mompreneur, meaning you are juggling business and kids during the summer season, it is no joke challenging. Today, I want to share with you 3 productivity anchors that save my summer every year as a mompreneur. I'm sure that this resonates with you, right? All year long, you're juggling school and then running a business, and that comes with its own challenges for sure. And as the school year is starting to end, you enter Maycember where things are crazy, and all you're thinking about is, I can't wait for summer break, right? We can relax a little bit. I can feel a little less structured, a little less tense. And then by about the third week of summer, you are craving the sanity that the school year brings. Believe me, I know this feeling. I have lived it for years. So today, I want to cover with you 3 productivity anchors that save me every single summer as both a mompreneur and a planning and productivity expert for women. My name is Megan Sumrell. I'm the CEO and founder of the Pink Bee, and we're on a mission to bring work-life harmony into homes all over the world through all things planning, organization, and productivity. So let's break down what the 3 anchors are that I cling to every single summer. Anchor number 1 is my morning routine stays non-negotiable. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking, oh my gosh, Megan's about to tell me about cold plunging and supplements and meditations and a 2-hour thing that she does every morning, absolutely not. All right, I am never one to dictate what somebody else's morning routine should be, but I do know there is enough studies, science, etc., behind the importance of having something that is just for you that sets you up for success for the day. I know that my day runs completely different when I have a little bit of time before I start hearing the words mom and I go into service mode for my family, which means I will still wake up just a little bit earlier, even in the summers, and honor my morning routine. Now, my morning routine right now is only about 20 minutes long. All right. So, again, I'm not telling you to do some big exhaustive thing. One of my non negotiables as part of my morning routine is a hot cup of coffee in silence with myself. And doing puzzles is a way that I enjoy starting my day. So I have a bunch of puzzles that I do on the New York Times Games app, and then I review my schedule for the day. Notice it's very simple, it's very lightweight, but that's what works for my personality type and sets me up for success. I will see a lot of times in the summer that mompreneurs will abandon their morning routine either to get work done before the kids wake up or sleep in and get woken up by the kids. And both of those means you're jumping into go mode without serving yourself first. So that is my anchor number 1. My morning routine is a non-negotiable in the summer. The second anchor is my weekly planning routine. Now, notice I'm not saying what my weekly plan looks like. It looks very different in the summer, meaning what's going on my calendar and what is competing for my time is different in the summer than it is in the school year. But the process that I use, the routine that I go through to build my weekly plan stays the exact same in the summer. What I'm focusing on here is being incredibly honest about what is my capacity. When do I have chunks of time on my calendar that I know I'm focusing on work versus what on my calendar is when I am enjoying summer as a mom? This is a weekly planning rhythm that I go through, not a day-to-day scramble. So again, in the summer, a lot of people want to maybe feel less structured, right? Meaning they plan less. They're like, I'll wing it more. Well, if you're running a business and raising kids, winging it is a recipe for disaster. What goes on your calendar 100%, I hope it looks very different in the summer than it does during the school year. But the act of planning is what will give you the freedom to genuinely enjoy your summer downtime instead of always having low-grade stress or anxiety about, am I going to get things done for work? This is why still honoring a planning routine during the summer season is so incredibly important. The third productivity anchor is that we make sure we honor the difference between weekdays and weekends. As a mompreneur, I want to explain why this is so important. It's easy to fall into the summer habit of every day kind of feels the same. There's no set routines or structures. The kids are there. Are you going to the pool? Like sprinklers out? Is it a rain day? What is it? And so Wednesday starts to feel like Saturday. And what this means as a mompreneur is that every day you are doing the juggling act of, am I working or am I spending time in mom mode? Like, what am I doing here? And if you're doing that all 7 days, you will never get to experience the feeling of a weekend of downtime. So, as a mompreneur, what this means is when I am doing my weekly planning every week, I am putting my work related stuff in Monday through Friday, and I'm honoring that weekends are different. Same with my daughter. There are structures and routines that we put in place during the weekday around meals, kitchen schedules, etc., so that on the weekends as a family, we're all in weekend mode, just as we would be in weekend mode during the school year. It's very subtle, but what I do see happen time and time again during the summer months is that women that are juggling businesses and motherhood will start to have everyday blend, meaning they're doing some work and some mom every single day, all 7 days of the week. And it gets overwhelming and it gets very mentally fatiguing if you cannot step away from your business for a couple days. We all need that weekend time. We all need time away from work to rest, reset, have fun before we launch back into being an entrepreneur again. The 3 productivity anchors I believe every mompreneur should cling on to during the summer months are honor your morning routine, honor your weekly planning. I recently did a video here called A Days and B Days that you may want to check out that really talks about how I alter what my plan looks like during the summer months versus the school year. But what stays the same is that I am planning. And then finally, keeping my weekends and my weekdays still very separate feeling and is still honoring weekends for time off. Hope you found this helpful. If you are looking for more planning, organization, and productivity tips, make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.